Here we go, starting in the top right hand side, playing as the yellow Night Elf. It is Moon. And his opponent is the Chinese human TH000. Had to wait for a long time for that last series to be played, so he's probably eager to get this over with here, try and secure himself a win, go straight to bed. And tomorrow I believe he has a pretty important WCA qualifier. Gonna be some Ancient of War creeping action here going on the side of Moon. I have to say the Chinese humans, like, I mean, everybody knows, like, of course they are very, very good, but they've been impressing me a lot with the way they've been winning games and just their super deep understanding of Warcraft 3. Which, as much as I expected, you know, to see some good games and stuff, like, you know, I used to play with these guys, so I know, like, that they're very good players, but I didn't necessarily expect to be that impressed, especially in a game that has been around for such a long time, because the meta, you know, when there's no patches and stuff, doesn't necessarily change. So of course these guys get better, but I thought, like, you know, maybe like creep rot wise or micro wise, like maybe they could do some flashy stuff, but no, that was really like, it really felt like next level, the way they really understood like the economy in the super late game, and they manage situations perfectly in terms of, you know, slow pushing, like all the stuff that we saw. Like the longer games in particular is those that impress me, because longer games are the games that I've always been the biggest fan of. You know, once you get like over 80 supply, that's for me when it really gets interesting, item wise, the way you manage everything, your heroes skills and stuff, with the retrainings that are going to be available, and positioning and all that. So a lot of good stuff here already from those Chinese human players. And I'm sure there is more to come, but now TH000 is facing the legend Moon. And I'm pretty sure both of these guys want to take the first place here in this group. It's very important. Whoever loses is going to have to play another match against either Yoss or Happy later on, which may be postponed. So no matter what, by the way, our next match is going to be Happy against Yoss. But I think that the decider match, the last match of the group, it's very likely to be postponed because it's very late right now over in China and Korea. I think it is 3 AM in China and 4 AM in Korea, I believe. So obviously I will offer them the possibility to play tonight, but if they want to play next week instead, then instead of starting at 6 PM next Friday or Saturday, we'll start at 5 PM and dedicate an hour to the extra best of 3 that needs to be played. Slap. Slap. Is he gonna finish it? Okay, I didn't expect. I thought he would just like slap twice, pull back, and then leave an archer later or something to kill it, but he went across the map here with his archer instead. Let's see. Moon has been getting a ridiculous amount of good items, by the way. Slippers of Agility and Claws of Attack. Like, this is every Night Elf's wet dream. As TH, that is 7 militia here with another Footman joining in, trying to creep his natural. Footman still chasing on the wisps here in the middle of the map. Immolation being used here. I remember Moon doing this a whole bunch on Secret Valley back in the days. He's gonna get a full detonate. Okay, no, he misses. Actually, well, okay, he only gets the Archmage and one of the elementals here. Misses the other one, sadly for him. Revelation here gonna be used because he's grabbed the lab first here. So Moon's damage here, he was okay, he killed a little bit. He's on level 2.5, but keep in mind he's not gonna have evasion, and this base is gonna go up very easily here regardless for TH000, who starts a tower immediately. He doesn't want the same that happened to Yoss to happen to him. He doesn't want the Demon Hunter to walk into his gold mine and start slaying peasants. So he's gonna get that arcane tower very fast. Long distance mines on a little bit of wood because he's short on it, because he used so many militia to creep that. And having gotten, I mean, like I said, there is no evasion. So going for the pressure here, actually no, there is evasion. He just missed a bunch. So I guess he didn't go for mana burn. And I think TH picked up on that. Guess what he has? A mana pot. All he has to do is split those water elementals, and it's not going to be worth it. I mean, obviously Moon has to do something about some of these elementals, but it's going to be so many wisps that he needs to defend this. TH000 with a fantastic lead here. He's going to deny. Oh my god, he denies the water elemental. And now he's still got 1 or 2 more. This is so sick. Like, this is going to do so much damage. This push is basically unstoppable. In the meantime, nothing is being done about this base that's going to go up now. All he has to do is spread out. He still has mana for 2 more elementals here. By the time the second one is going to be available, cooldown here now should be good. And Moon is going to suffer so much damage here in that game on Amazonia. I just realized there was no sound. I apologize. He was not too low, he was just off. So hopefully, yeah, he should be back now. Everything should be good, but I think Moon might not be good at this point. He's taking so much damage. Finally got rid of all the mana and water elementals that were there, but there is not that much Moonwell juice, and he's still suffering damage here from this. The Shredder could be threatened, but TH chooses to pull back here for now. Meanwhile, that base, he's gonna go up super safely. Wouldn't be surprised to see a lumber mill starting here very soon, very soon in his base. But in the meantime, Moon is gonna want to look to expand here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Getting on Tresses is nice because he's facing a lot of footmen every time, so it's one of the best units that you can get against footmen. Boot of speed allowing him to chase down on some of these footmen. Moon eventually salvaging the situation. I thought he might be about to leave, but no, he stays alive. I think if TH has stolen the Goblin Trader here, he might have been able to close this out, but I'm not sure if he had the gold because he was building his second base. But now he's finally starting to get quite a good bit of gold here. Gets his own Trader.
The player's forces are under attack.
A flying ship? Are you serious? This map is amazing. Going for the creeping here on that base is Moon with the tree coming in from the forest here on the right hand side. Boom! Gotta be careful with this. Don't want to have this guy too low. Moon gets a cancel on a lot of this healing regeneration scroll here. What is he gonna get? I say greater healing. He needs it. Greater mana, okay, well, not as good. Unless he gets a panda high level later, but getting anything out, I mean, tech hasn't even started here for Moon. This is a pretty rough game so far. Where is he going? Just gonna heal up. TH wanting to apply some pressure. Like, I mean, there's really not much to creep. Like, he already has a Archmage level 3 here. And as much as Huntresses are very good against footmen, they are terrible against water elementals. If he can force some more wisp detonating, it would be nice for him. I wonder what Moon went for actually on level 3. Remember, he had Immolation plus Evasion. Have we seen a single mana burn yet? Did he maybe go for Evasion level 2? Because he's not using Immolation. Zeppelin coming in. Picking up a lot of those units. He even brings the Shredder actually, already having mined a whole bunch of woods and started his tech. Chasing on some of those units there. Okay. He really wants to get that entangled gold mine, and I think he's going to be able to get it. Very nicely done here. By TH applying more and more pressure. That Shredder of Moon being threatened, using his own Zeppelin here in the defense. I think maybe Moon should have gone for Immolation level 2, but later in the game it's way worse. So he probably went for Evasion, in fact, I guess, because he's not using Immolation. It would be kind of silly to go Immolation level 2 and then not use it. Dropping that Demon Hunter behind now, repairing on the Shredder, which is still taking a lot of damage. Level 4 now finally being reached. He mana burns for 23 on the Archmage. All of the Huntresses are so low! If he can pick them up, he can save everything! Oh my god, look at this! And then just healing scroll later and bring everything back to full hit points. Not full hit points, but get a lot of hit points back. That would be definitely cost effective to use a healing scroll later. Tech is now on the way, and since he already has the Huntress Soul, that's something less that he's gonna have to make now. But in the meantime, TH is about to have his own tier 2 finished up. He's gonna go buy a scroll, I guess. From the right hand side. Can you actually buy without pulling the creeps here? I'm just gonna run some that. Sells the mana pots, grabs double healing scrolls. So I guess he uses one right now and saves the other one a little bit for later. Yeah, first one was used. Looking to try and head across the map. Oh, so many of these footmen were saved as well. This game is insanity. So many units have been saved from both sides. Thanks to those Zeppelins. Immolation now being used, but he's gonna have to pull back pretty fast. And I think he wanted to buy his own second hero here. Healing scroll cannot be used yet. Oh, look at this. There's still a little bit of a cooldown, so he's gonna have to pull back. Where that second hero at for Moon, not able to buy it because his opponent was right there. Does he get a Naga or a Panda?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Naga. Red alert here. Moon's about to be attacked. He's going to bring the Ancient of
Town
War.
is under siege.
Drop down the Huntresses. Oh, it's not the best time. Okay, he's going to have to drop those back down. Maybe some of the Wisp could detonate. Okay, he goes for the heroes. You want to drop these Huntresses and use the Healing Scroll. Moon! Oh, he doesn't even use the Healing Scroll. He was paying attention to something else. I don't know what. It's just a disaster of a situation. And I mean, TH, keep in mind, he has an expansion running in the meantime here, whereas Moon is only mining with one Wisp. So behind this, he's going to have a lot of gold to work with. Trying to surround that Naga now, but not going to be able to quite get it. I didn't dream, right? I think the Healing Scroll wasn't used for Moon. Snipes one of those Huntresses almost, but actually not quite. In the meantime, double Arcane's already up. Workshop is going up for TH000, who's going to be producing a lot. 61 supply to 41. Demon Hunter now being remade, but with only a few Huntresses. This low on hit points, I don't think this base is going to last too much longer here for Moon, who's trying to evacuate with some of the Wisps. He's going to instant rebuy, I think, the Demon Hunter, knowing that he needs that. Oh, he's actually blocked! 38 out of 40. Because he lost that tree, he got there a little bit too late. And as soon as these Moonwells finally finish, he's going to be able to revive that, but I don't think TH is even going to let the Altar live through this. Oh, this is sick. TH just relentless with the aggression. GG gets called. And just like that, TH is going to go up 1-0 in this series. Easy peasy for the Chinese human player. Let me check the maps real quick. Terranastan is up second. So I'm gonna host. Where is it? Two rivers actually is in the map pool. Maybe someday. Alright, let's get everybody in. I hope you guys are having fun. It's not been we've not been chaining the games as fast as I would have liked, but other than that, I'm happy that we get all these games going here finally. Moon, where are you? It says he's watching a local video. Is he watching the replay or? Okay, there he is. Alright. Hopefully we can get that game started ASAP. Why do this guy, one guy like keeps joining? I've banned him like 15 times. Okay, we've got German, French, Russian. So we're missing Korean. Try to get the Chinese caster. And then we're good to go. TH000 up 1-0. Okay, ready? That might be the fastest we've ever started a game, and people were still pretty slow to join. Who didn't ready? This looked easy here from TH. I don't think you can go immolation like this and not do that much damage like it happened now. Like you have to do way more damage when it goes like this. Alright, here we are. Starting in the top left hand side here of Terrana stand, it is TH000 who is up one map now. And his opponent, playing as the yellow Night Elf, needs to bring it back. It is of course Moon the 5th race. Warden or Demon Hunter here, the question remains. It's funny because like all of these players, they watch each other's games as well. And earlier, like I said, Moon played against Infi and went for Warden on this map and wasn't successful. He lost, I think that was a 4-2 in the finals of the U1 Cup. Surely TH000 was watching those games and would know to take some notes here and really play well against this style, so we'll see what he goes for himself. It's funny because TH000 used to be known as the crazy guy who does crazy strats also for a long time, but nowadays, for the most part, he plays very standard. It's always going to be Archmage and normal play. Oh, that's nice. I didn't think you could put it that close. I thought you kind of had to put it like up there, but apparently you can put a farm there. I guess from now I'll put mine like a little bit closer, because usually I was always afraid I put them there, so I guess TH000 knows better. It's a great farm too, because you know if the Night Elf wants to go for this or even for that base, you might be able to spot it thanks to it, so a great scouting farm here early on. But yeah, Demon Hunter and Archmage, kinda as expected here from both players. A lot of these Chinese human players have been rushing Arcane Towers. I don't know what it is that they lost to. I guess heroes in their gold mine killing everything, but they really don't want to have any of it. He gets another one here. This is great. Like if he sees nothing for the entire early game, it means that Moon is up there. And then he will know exactly what Moon pretty much is up to. God, that lightning shield is so much damage. I might want to attack Little Archer. See the items. Moon has been getting a lot of good items. Okay, Circlet plus Stone of Intelligence, not the best, but it's not bad. Circlet on the other side as well. We are equal. Let's see if he gets a Tome of Agility for a world upside down here between those two. Mental. A Tome of Strength. You forgot something, mates. Get back here. Grab the Circlet. He's gonna get a farm up there from the very start as well. Footman is scouting this. Ah, this is... I really like this, the way TH is playing it. He wants to have perfect map control, so he made farms here and sent one Footman here. He's got basically everything covered, and he's always gonna know exactly what Moon goes into. If he saw an Ancient of War and a Warden moving up there, he could just creepjack that position and make sure he doesn't get the Warden, you know, get very close to level 3 and the mercenaries as well. And Moon adjusts from there. He just goes for a creep with only his Archer and his Demon Hunter here on this camp, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be for a quick Tree of Life expansion up there. But in the meantime, we're going to have a fast expansion directly after getting level 2 and the 2 small camps towards this base here from TH000. What does he get? Another Circlet. As on the other side we had a Ring of Protection. It's always interesting to see a Tree of Life go down earlier than a Tunnel would from a human player. Kinda short on wood. I guess starting that Arcane Tower is very costly wood-wise. It's 20 for the Ivory Tower and 50 for the Arcane Tower in this case.
A player's forces are under attack.
Did he actually hire anything? No, okay. There we go.
The town is under siege.
So double Troll, 1 Priest, 1 Berserker there. Being hired from Moon. Gonna have a lot of piercing damage against a human player who I don't think he's getting defend because he doesn't have the wood for it. So that's the whole point of this build basically. We should just ignore these farms, I think. I guess he can task his Ancient of War to take this out. Don't get too close here. This could be bad. He might steal the Shredder here if he times it well. You see, it's not there yet. Ooh, coming in from behind. One elemental, actually not that high on hit points. So many mentals, that's the second one. Going straight for the mana burn here. One of these archers being blocked off a little bit. And he's gonna come in from behind and target the Archmage. Abolish. Productress. He's fishing for it. I could wake up the creeps. Oh, this gets abolished before, so the farm here goes down eventually. I wonder if TH realizes that there is a base on the map. And the Shredder was successfully stolen. TH didn't quite have the gold anyway to get it himself. So nice steal from Moon here. It's really cool. I really like when players do something like this, which, you know, ends up being huge. You know, he could have just bought it on his own side of the map, but he's like, you know what? I know this will be very useful to you, so I'm just gonna steal it away from you. In this case, he gets away with it. Now Moon getting rid of another one of the farms of TH here. That's gonna supply block him here, I think, as well, very soon. So he has to force another farm. Let's see. Yep, 35 out of 36. So that one cannot come soon enough. And he could take very soon here. In the meantime, Shredder's gonna start mining here on this side of the map. I don't know if you want to mine here. Like, obviously, tree being next to a lot of trees is good because it builds very fast. But now if he starts taking those away, this one could be way more exposed. Level 3 not yet achieved. Actually, you shouldn't have summoned here. When you're this close, usually you take out one small quick, then you get level 3, and then you summon the water elemental. Another lightning shield being used perfectly here by Moon. He's been getting a bunch of mantles here. Does he get boots of Katalas maybe? Nope. Still more mana items. Sobi Mask this time around. If you don't like your items, that's the beauty of Warcraft. You can actually sell them. A lot of the time you would obviously prefer getting good ones, but in this case, I think he realized, yeah, I think a Wisp spotted this, headed towards this direction, so Moon's gonna head there to try and defend that position. Maybe save his Shredder as well if he can. I like that the shop and Huntress all were made early in this game, and especially the shop location behind Moonwells kind of feels protected here. Carrying on that water elemental. I don't think that tree's gonna go down anytime soon. I think Moon's had enough of those trees dying and those clutch snipes from his opponents. Trying to get us around. Oh, he got it! He can stuff out though very quickly. Militia coming in though. This is a big investment here. Which, if it doesn't work, he is going to be in so much trouble. Ooh, going straight for the Archmage. I think he understands that fighting against this footman, this defense footman, is going to be really tough. TH is actually... He made a second barracks. He's going full Liking Spro on us. He's kind of supply blocked though right now. Much like Liking Spro is all the time. So he's not going to get any footmen for some time, but I think he's... Okay, I thought he was going to tower this base, but he's just getting a shop instead to heal everything back up. But now Panda is going to be out. What does he sell? Gets a Staff of Teleportation. Okay, so I guess he's not towering that base. Yeah, this is not going to do much here. There's Moonwells available. Panda is going to come in and Breath of Fire everything. Might want to save his Troll Berserker here though. I guess this is preventing the lore. Oh, okay, never mind. He's towering. Where are the lores gonna go up though? When there's units straight in his face. Is he gonna steal? No, he's gonna steal the Goblin Trader, but he still has no farm. Where are the farms? Gets a Zeppelin. And now Moon realizes what happened on the other side. This Panda made sweet love to a lot of those units. TH trying to tower that base as well, maybe to block it off. What is going on? He dropped a Goblin Trader here, the TH. Moon is escaping the main base with the other one. This is like Benny Hill out here. Units running all over the place. Not really doing much other than running all over the place. Demon Hunter being blocked off. The Trader's gonna come back in that position here. He doesn't have boots though.
Players' forces are under attack.
Careful. He's getting involved here now a little bit. And he's actually making one tower here. I'm surprised Moon hasn't realized and moved something. The lore's going up in this corner, gonna be caught here. This is a big deal, but there is no water elemental, so not gonna be as much damage as you would have liked to perhaps. Remember, the footmen are taking a lot of damage. So one of the laws gets cancelled, and I think the other one's going to be too, because Shredder does so much damage. This is madness. Moon starts 2 more, knowing that this one's most likely going to be cancelled. Oh, sick. It really looked like it was going to be okay for Moon, but then next thing you know, towers are going up on his natural. Oh, he got the armor upgrades. Probably knowing that TH was just like running around the place and sniping too much stuff, so he knew that he had to get that. Look at how many footmen he saved. That's a lot of experience there that was denied.
A town is under siege.
And then now we've got the double barracks available to make a lot of riflemen. He could just go for 1 Arcane Sanctum, get a lot of rifle and then a few casters, but okay, you might want to evacuate. Actually, I'm surprised Moon is not targeting the Zeppelin. That's hilarious. If you can get that, you might be able to get all of those units. But this was targeted down as well. Breath of Air. I don't think, does Breath of Air kill this? Well, he's not. Doesn't have the speed anymore. So not even gonna bother. Okay, that definitely happened. Definitely. It's funny, like TH, if he had sent like 1 or 2 peasants here, he could have repaired this. And kind of secure this location, especially with the extra ivory tower here. They could have morphed. Double Arcane Sanctum now going down. He's on 52 supply and has been for a long time, so it's actually denying him a lot of income. More Moon Wells now being added on from Moon as well as tier 3. He's getting Dryads. I like this. With the way TH is running around and being super annoying, I think getting Dryad is the right choice here. Oh, if he had a Breath of Fire, he could have cancelled everything. Oh, there is some rifle available though. This could get serious. Double staff maybe? Oh no, he's staffed like this at home. Buys another staff of preservation. Reaper! Oh, TH is relentless. Just keeps on attacking and attacking. Shredder's gonna join the fray here once more. Oh, Abolish is very close to finishing, which is gonna be huge because then the elementals just kind of vanish immediately. So he already took a lot of damage on a lot of those riots. Level 4 Demon Hunter. Abolish is now finished. If he gets an elemental here, it's gonna get taken out instantly. Okay, so he TP's out. Ah, TH is so good. He saved so much. He lost nothing. And he applied a lot of pressure. Like, sure, Moon didn't lose this law, but he lost a bunch of mining. He does have... Moon's units have just not been dying, though. Other than, like, the first few archers and maybe some mercenaries here and there. He kept his trader alive, so Moon is actually super rich. Remember, like, this Tree of Life went up from the very start of the game. Now he tries and get a guard tower. Maybe repair that? He's not sending any peasants. 51 supply to 73. Just gonna get a cancel on this. Actually, no. Wasn't paying attention. It's gonna get surrounded. I'll staff that. Oh, I could have staffed it. Oh, no, would have been better. Oh no, it's not cool. Never mind. Pull back. Yeah, he's getting bears now. There is a lot here. That's a big commitment on rifles. So the more bears that are made, the better it's gonna get for Moon. But right now, the better army is TH, so if he uses that to kind of just creep around, get another TP, a second scroll, it would be in a good position for later down the line fight. I don't know why he made these turrets here, like he can't get a tunnel. Maybe he's gonna take out all of this wood. You know with the peasant you can attack trees and kill them. But I don't think you can get a tunnel here because of this area. Ooh, the Naga taking a lot of damage here. I might have to use a scroll. He has a potion. These footmen are really like doing a lot of tanking at the front. I don't think Moon should be fighting this, but he's trying to fight the rest of the army. Going straight for the Naga. There is a potion available. He has to go all the way around. Staff? Yeah, he's able to get it. To get out here for now. 59 supply. He gets Orb now, finally. Orb of Venom. Gonna be very important. Ooh, I don't know about this one. If Moon had been there, that might have been a sniped. Adept training now being made as well. And upgrades, actually. +1 for the rifle. The footmen already have +1, they're gonna get +2 attack. Which is uncharacteristic. Usually like, you wouldn't have this many footmen left in a game like this, but guess what? These guys have done great the entire game. Oh, he doesn't have the mana for a Breath of Fire after Drunken Haze. Look how many red footmen he's pulled back! The Naga though being targeted down. Healing Scroll is gonna save her as well as a potion. TH is just on another level with his macros. So many footmen have been pulled back and Moon is just running out of steam. This is sick. Finally the footmen are dying. Like, Moon had to fight an army like this to eventually kill a bunch of footmen with Bears, Dryads, Panda and Demon Hunter with Orb of Venom. This is sick. TH now being forced back though. There is no Breath of Fire available. The rest of the mana from the Panda is going to be taken out. He's going to have to stab this out. Or lose it. I never understand why Night Elf chase like this and then ends up losing their heroes. Like, it's very clear it should be pulling back. And in this case, we could have a 2-0 here from TH000 in the works. He's now up 1 game and starting to look better and better here in game number 2. Even if he's not taking this base here, he's preventing Moon from taking it, and it's a huge like stronghold here where he can just kind of stand and do a lot of damage. Moon just can't fight this army. I don't know why he is even, because there's no base going up here. He doesn't have to be fighting this. Mortar production proxied. That's the first here. And TH, interestingly, only has a single Arcane Tower on this base. Whenever I do this, I get busted by Dryads and Bears, but because he's been able to slow down Moon so much throughout the entire game, he's in the position that he is now. It's funny because those lords are so far away as well. Like, because he was around this area, he was forced Moon to make them here first, then they got cancelled, and then Moon made them super far away. And I think TH is just going to want to look to end this game, but he doesn't have any Link Scroll, so he shouldn't underestimate the capability of Moon here. Take a fight in a second as he gets Panda back. It's not level 3 yet, that's the problem, but 1 pixel away. Still the scrolls and stuff out? If you don't stuff, okay, well, this one stuff out. He knows, he knows. Why is he sending bears there? I think to get level 3 for the Panda. But why the... What? Moon. He's gonna expand? Where is the tree going? The expand is here. I was like, why are bears going there? Guess what? It's Moon. I think he's hoping that TH takes this base and kind of camps, which is kind of what's happening right now. But I feel like this army is just so scary that I'm not sure you should be expanding at the same time. Then again, he's getting upgrades. He's got Moon Wells nearby. He's got a shop nearby. If there is anything that can hold there and do well, it's Moon. Guess what? Level 3 Panda is about to be rich. His units are going to be slowed though. He might have to use some Wisp here, but there is none near the main to help with this. Dryads die very fast to this. And Mortars attack them, so you might have to dance around a little bit with those. Zeppelin looking to move in there and pick some of those up as the Mortars finally shoot. Healing Scroll is going to have to be used here very soon. The Demon Hunter is going very low. Moon has been losing a lot of his heroes here. He's still got a bunch of mana on his Panda, but all of the Dryads have now died. A mana pot on the Panda would have been great. There is no scroll. The Demon Hunter is so low, but there is a Zeppelin here covering it. Whoa. Things got a little bit heated here for TH000. Moon on 76 supply now. It's hilarious that... Oh god. Oh god. Give him the stuff. Yeah, he's gonna stuff up there. XP Tome, that's gonna be straight to level 4. Actually, he's gonna walk there, pick it up, and then stuff home and hope that... Well, I mean, to be honest, even if TH attacks here, there's so many bears. Moon with the genius move here. This is what we're used of seeing him. This is why we call him the 5th race. Tome of XP and Sobi Mask on the Panda are two dreams items. Well, he's already got a Sobi though. It's funny too, because this is like... TH can see like all of this army. He's probably like, oh god, he has a lot. I need more scrolls, but guess what? Moon picks it up. Actually, he doesn't have the stuff anymore because he gave it to the Panda, but he's going to be able to make it out anyway. I think TH realized what was happening here. So he's going to slow tower forward, and then maybe he's going to leave this position because there's already towers, move there, and then attack into this base and then pull back to his towers. But that's a lot of theorizing here that I'm doing, guys. Keep in mind Moon as a TP. What? This is real? He doesn't have that many Moon Wells actually. Like this is, he's used a lot of mana for this. Yeah, and TH is gonna push. Like a human, when you have 80 supply, you're always gonna push. And as I said, that he pulls back, so never mind. Staff's back. 3 healing scrolls available. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go up to full mana, get a mana potion as well. Maybe get an anti-magic potion could be great as well. Give another one of the scroll to the Demon Hunter. And that's Demon Hunter almost level 5 we're talking about with a Panda 4, so this hero's level very important against Archmage 5, but obviously that's kind of useless because Elementals level 3 are going to get abolished very fast. Then again, there is always that synergy, you know, of having Elementals level 3 and the Mortars taking out the Dryads super fast. The thing though, there is very few Spellbreakers at the front, so they're not going to be able to leech the mana of those Bears and Pandas super fast. What is he doing? This is very risky. Wait. The TP is on the Demon Hunter.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is he gonna drop behind the army? Yeah, I think he... Okay, I thought he was gonna go there, because there is no TP on the Panda, so if this gets caught, like, this is gonna be trapped forever. Moon actually broke upkeep here. He's got +3 armor upgrade on the way. I think TH realized what was happening. Panda and Bears are gonna come in from behind for some Breath of Fire and catching some of these mortars. TH gonna try to get out of there, but the first Breath of Fire does so much damage and takes out 3 of the mortars. This is huge here. Those were super important. Oh, that's a cannon tower, by the way. Oh my god. I wonder what Moon can do about this. Maybe he can get a second TP up there, take out these first few ones, and then TP back home, and then get a bunch of APs. That's again a lot of theorizing, but I think for now he's just gonna ignore this, which later could end up being a big mistake. I really think that I don't think TH should be doing this here. I think maybe put down more towers here and then later go up there and then slow push this base. AP is now going up here. Get a double TP, Moon, do it. You know you have to. I think he's gonna try to engage into this army. Fairy Dragon's gonna be very, very good to have here for this. Anti-magic potion gonna be used immediately, but the Panda is the one that needs to get in there for some good Breath of Fire in here on a lot of this army to try and force some healing scrolls from TH, who still doesn't have a TP but has double healing scroll. That cannon tower is making sweet love here to the APs, getting one of the cancel. He retrained to Blizzard earlier and he's doing a lot of damage, but Moon is pure DPS here. He's taking out a lot of this army, TH retreating back to his towers. A couple of Wisp here really would help a lot, like one single detonating this will remove all of those slows and he might be able to get out. Still more healing scrolls available. TH is gonna keep on doing this. Keep Moon attacking into his towers if he can. And that one mortar is gonna be a real annoying one. That's, I mean, how do you remove this? I really think that double TP here was the only option. Buy a second TP on Panda, like after selling Staff of Teleportation. TP here, take this out very fast and then TP back home when the human attack into you. But maybe it sounds crazier than it is. Maybe Moon thinks it just wouldn't work. He does have a double TP, but it's on the same hero though. I think first he's looking to try and engage here, force TH all the way back. Oh, he almost has a Breath of Fire, but his mana kept on getting leeched. Can he get it? He drops a bunch of Wisp on top of the army. Staff? Okay, these were just here as a threat. No, he goes for it. I guess because his main got mined out anyway. Okay, TP's up there, knowing that he needs to save this base, because that's his only mining base. That mortar... Actually, this cannon tower could take out all the Dryads. He could take out all the Dryads here if they stay nearby. It's the double TP, ladies and gentlemen. Moon on 82 supply. I don't think he needs to kill all the towers. He could have just killed these and then put the AP here, but then I guess more mortars would come and be annoying, whereas now he could just send some units up there and get rid of whatever's there. Staff? Oh, there's units nearby anyway. Paladin even was made! Master Sorceresses and Priest attacking the main tree of Eternity now. Moon's gonna TP back. TH kinda realizes late. And oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. If you Breath of Fire, oh, actually that was scary. Could have just Breath of Fire this chunk here. Still doing a ton of units here. Panda is now level 5, gonna be forcing more healing scroll, though doing so much damage. TH0 can even TP out of this one if he finds himself in trouble. Knight being staffed out. Naga is level 3. He's gonna use one more scroll and then I think TP out, as he's still doing a ton of damage here. God, these Dryads are so low as well. And Moon is just kind of running out of units there. Everything's he's blizzarding himself as well as the bears that are there. And now TP is going to be used. Oh my god, the last Breath of Fire is going to do so much damage to these casters, but some of those escape with no hit points. This has been a sick game. Let's look at how much gold is left. 1,000 here. 9,000 in total. whereas Moon has 10. Okay, or a little bit over 12,000. So Moon has more gold left over. 68 supply to 75, so still very equal. And very good upgrades for both, by the way. Moon is on 2-3. TH is on 2-0 on the Rifleman and 2-1 on the melee units. Great, great game here between these two on this map. Siege engine being made here to siege this base, but there is already an AP though. And getting an Ancient of War to try and cover it as well. Moon is not that high in supply, that's the thing. His bear count is not super high, and he's facing master sorceresses. The battle for the healing scrolls is very important. And they both got one. Only one. Panda, by the way, is the playmaker here. If he can get a good chunk of Breath of Fire and Drunken Haste together, he's gonna be the one that wins this game here for Moon. Demon Hunter actually awfully close to level 6 here. That's very important as well. If you can get that, you might even be able to siege this base. Oh, okay, that's interesting. He could actually double... No, he couldn't double staff, never mind. If he had boots on Pena, he could have sent it up there and then staffed back into the fight. TH fully knows that this siege here is being really annoying. In the meantime, he's going to try to put pressure on that army of Moon. Demon Hunter being slowed here before the fight even begins, taking a lot of damage. He needs to be careful here with this. Oh, stop dumping your bears. Fairy Dragon's going to be great though, because there's so many casters. Even though they are master, like they're going to take a lot of damage every time they use stuff. Those bears taking a lot of damage and being slowed all the time. Dryads might have to be dropped, but then they get pretty much one shot against these. Actually, since he has the Ancient of Queen, where is it? Here it is. He should have made a talent, like 1 or 2 talents, send them up there. Because now the AP that was up there got sniped. And Moon is not even mining from that base anymore. Which is a bit of a disaster. Maybe another double TP if he gets too close. Sends one single bear up there. Catches one. Oh, that's even closer to level 6 now. Look at his mortars. They love this. Okay, bear. Getting right to work here. Actually, that's gonna give XP to the Panda. Where is he? To the demon, sorry. He's the one close. Oh! One more siege engine. If this guy dies here, that's level 6 on Demon Hunter. At the dawn of potentially the most important fight here in this game. Getting slowed here though and taking a lot of damage. Dryad's taking so much damage every single time these guys shoot. This feels like it's a better position for now for TH000. I can't believe he has no TP. He has to be super confident that he's going to win this fight. And level 6 is reached here thanks to the bear across the map. Oh, pull back a little bit so the tree can attack too here. That would be great for Moon. I can't believe Moon has fought back somehow in this game and he's still in it. Such a great game. The bear trying to escape. He can't leave. But the tree, to be honest, is going to slap everything. I guess he could go for the gold mine. I don't think the tree is going to die anytime. Actually, it's so tempting. Oh, he's going to walk across the map and snipe it. But wait, there is no TP. Oh, there is. Does Moon have TP? Yeah, he does. Things are getting scary, guys. Does Moon TP immediately? Yes, he will. He will in a second. I think he knows he has to repair maybe as well. It would have been crazy if TH only had sent 4 knights here and kept his army here and not attacked the main because Moon has no TP. He would have had to go up there and buy another one. But now, threatening to engage, kind of being forced back for a second. Demon Hunter with level 6 here. Why doesn't he move his bear here a little bit more? Breath of Fire lands on a lot of these units and the splash from the Demon Hunter is going to be massive. So much he's going to die. Look at it, he's using a healing scroll at the last second. He has to TP Rhino out of there. And that's the thing here, even if he goes for the main, Moon can buy another TP and TP himself. Which actually he's walking back right now. He's gonna lose quite a bit. Sure, building upgrade is up, but losing all of these Moon Wells here, that's obviously not good at all. He should walk those buildings here to cover this as well. Demon Hunter was staffed back, and now Panda Staff of Teleportation to that one base here. TH taking a lot of damage. Demon Hunter is still in Metamorphosis form. and doing a ton of damage. Moon trying to save the Dryad here with the Zeppelin, and the bears finally do come back. Another Breath of Fire. If TH keeps on trading, that's going to be a Panda level 6. Which, unless you have the map covered in towers, like, you can't really fight ever. What is it with the bears at this point? I guess they don't have much mana? Oh god, he's getting so close to 6. Mana burn on that Naga. That base is still super exposed though.
A player's forces
Does
are
he move
under
this
attack.
one there maybe? Getting the building upgrade early on was great for Moon, by the way. Like, it's really helped with a lot of his buildings for them to stay alive a little bit, you know, a second longer. What does he do? Gets more Moon Wells. Okay. That's very risky what TH is doing here, by the way. Still no TP. Calls GG! He just doesn't have enough anymore. No healing, no economy. Was pretty much mined out over the entire place. Wow. What a sick game between these two here. Oops. Almost slipped. 30 minutes of joy. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we want to see here. Echo Eye gonna be our last map. What a great series. I can't believe actually that Echo Eye is last. Some very, very close series here that we are having today. And hopefully it continues. Let me invite the players. Oh, that was sick. TH staying without a TP for a long time. The last move that I called is, I think, what could have won in the game. If he had sent 4 knights to the tree at the top, and then only 4 knights, forced the TP out of Moon. But maybe Moon wouldn't have TP'd anyway. Maybe I'm just talking crazy stuff here, because Moon had the Fairy Dragon spotting the entire army. So I think, yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense. Okay, just sorting out the color situation. Okay, just trying to get a color. Alright, TH000 red, Moon yellow. Is that TH? I really need to learn a few Chinese cards. Actually, no, TH is not in the game. No watching local video. I think he's watching the game. What the hell? Okay, we've got all the casters. We're only waiting for TH000. Who I think maybe watching the VOD real quick. Here's the brackets for you guys to see. TH000 and Moon right now are 1-1. And the winner of this game will advance on to the round of 8. The loser will go to the deciders match. Actually, well, since TH is taking a little bit of time to join, I'm going to edit the bracket real fast so we see the players in the lower brackets as well. Alright. I'm terrible at graphics, by the way, that's why this always takes forever. I can't use Photoshop or GIMP very well. So I basically use Paint and copy paste everything, which is very shameful, but you know what? Graphics are not really my job. Commentating and knowing games is. Alright, here's with including the lower bracket match, which is going to be next. That's going to be Happy against Yoss. We're just waiting on TH to join the game. Okay, I got a suggestion on Twitter for the logo placement. I think that the only problem with the place you suggested is that the logos that I have, they are transparent, and now whenever you click on a hero, you will see a bunch of blocks on the bottom right for spells and stuff. So I don't think that that bottom right box is the place that I would have to use for putting the logos. So for now, they're just going to remain on the right hand side of the screen. I think that this is the best I can do so far. Yeah, hopefully I'll find a better place next time. I will give it some thoughts and hopefully I get some more suggestions. TH, where are you? There he is. It must be standard to watch replays in online tournaments for these guys usually, because he kind of shamelessly went to watch the replay, which surprises me. Okay. We're almost there. He joined the game but wants to go to toilet real quick. We spiked at a better viewer count than yesterday. Oh, 1600 tonight. Nice. Okay, you saw the graphics enough. Maybe it's time to change. Okay, TH000 should be back momentarily and then we get started with that next game. The French stream actually got a lot of viewers. 1700. Even more than us. Pretty cool to see so many people watching Warcraft 3. Warcraft 3 was always pretty big in France. I wonder what the overall stats are going to be for this tournament, but so far I think it's been pretty good. Alright, I think we're ready. So let's start with our map number 3 here between these two. I'm getting a really good hang, by the way, of all of these programs and stuff that you have to that you have to use. Here we go. Echo Isle, gonna be our map. Starting in the top left hand side here, playing against the yellow Night Elf. It's of course the 5th race Moon. Just won a sick game. And his opponents, the legendary Chinese human player, main race human at last. It's TH000 of course, already sending another one of his peasants. I'm guessing that's for the second farm. That he's gonna make probably right in his opponent's face and base here in this game. Ancient of War creeping on the mercenary camp is what it looks like it's gonna be here. Come on, attack the moon well. I know you want to. I know you want to. Couldn't help it. Gonna be getting that farm straight in the main base of Moon. It's funny because I didn't play Warcraft for such a long time that I forgot the timing on this, but apparently it's like one of the first footmen that you get, you send across the map here to make this farm. Totally worth it, just because you're gonna get a lot of vision from it, and you're immediately gonna know if your opponent's going for a neutral hero or regular altar one, usually Demon Hunter or Warden. And now you can even see it pop out and confirm for a fact what it is and then play accordingly. If it's a Warden, you're gonna be a lot more encouraged to get an arcane tower, you know, in both your bases very early on. You never know if you might have to face something like a Staff of Teleportation and Fan of Knives. Mountain King! You know what, I wasn't even checking because I wasn't even expecting it anymore. Like I just thought we were never gonna see a Mountain King or something like that. But guess what? Other than for Hawk's Blood Mage first yesterday, we're finally gonna be seeing something a little bit different and cool here with the Mountain King first. I like this too. He's gonna try to steal that thing to Troll Priest. I wonder if he sees a demon, does he steal it? Actually, maybe not. It might be a bad idea. You could get slapped to death right after buying it. I love how Moon is hiding, by the way. This is delaying him a lot. What do you know?
A player's forces are under attack.
TH cancels the Mountain King, it goes for Naga. What the hell is going on in this world? I think Moon kinda seemed to know about it. That's why it didn't start. TH was counting on creepjacking this camp and killing everything, but guess what? There's really not much to kill here. Oh, can he steal that? TH not been playing enough Dota. Okay, one Naga and one Footman, usually not enough to take on a demon, maybe even two Footmen, but it turns around as the creep also was there. What does TH do now? He's trapped on this tech. You can't really expand and play standard from here, I think. You have to tower rush. Is he actually gonna play standard? Yeah, he is. Oh my god. I mean, he sees that Moon is not taking, he's getting one more Moonwell. Like, tower rushing here might be, like, you know, suicidal, so he's just gonna creep. What the hell is going on in this game here? Absolute madness in map number 3 between Moon and TH000. Goes straight for the Ogre Magi. Moon's gonna be right in there to use that mana burn to try and steal it. Does he get it? Nope. Does not. What the hell is going on? And TH actually gonna be the one getting level 2 here fairly fast. And behind this he can expand very easily. What? Second Ancient of War. But oh, he got the Huntress Soul. Okay, I was like, where is the Huntress Soul? Like, if you're gonna, you can't mass archers. So I think Moon is just gonna mass, because there's not gonna be water elementals. He's gonna mass Huntresses and then do an AP all in. Ancient Protector, most likely, or maybe even just mass Huntress and attack. But usually it would be much better with Ancient Protectors. Like, say if he sent 3 Wisps there, there is no way TH would see it, and then you get 3 APs, you walk them forward and you take out the main base. And even if the opponent has defend, which is good against Ancient Protectors, Huntresses are going to take them out with the glaives that are going to bounce all over the place. Yeah, he even sees the main now. TH trying to do a little bit of scouting. He sees that his opponent is still tier 1, so he must be, like, he must know something's up, something's wrong. He's getting a guard tower towards the main, but if 3 APs or something like that is made here and walk towards the town hall, it's still going to be very hard for him to hold. I wonder if and when Moon is going to go for that. Oh, okay, he has one Wisp there, one Wisp there. Is he just going to expand? What the hell? Where is he going? Okay, I'm a bit confused. I was sure this was going to be an AP rush with this. I mean, a Naga, you can't really do much with a Naga against this. Is he afraid it gets spotted or something? Masonry being made as well. I think Infi knows something's going on. I have no clue what this is. Hopefully we don't drop out though. Moon gonna go for a little bit of creeping. He actually gets a tree of life here on his side of the map, so not gonna go for any kind of all-in, which I think, I mean, look at his army. Footman gets straight up destroyed against Empresses. Put it down. Yeah, Footman, look at this. They're like the worst unit in the game against Empresses. Now he's losing even more. Boot of speed, Demon Hunter not stopping. I think maybe Moon was afraid that there would be enough towers with like 1 or 2. Yeah, I mean, he's even getting Blacksmith, a second barracks here for more and more rifle. Still no tech here inside for Moon. Creeping with just the tree and the Huntresses. That's gonna be level 2, enriched. Interesting. Is there a production mode? There's no tab here that I can open for you guys to see extra stuff apparently. Is he still there? Oh, almost. Close. Let's see what gets the Ancient of War though. Surround. Yeah, that Naga has no boots, so she's gonna get surrounded. Probably TP at the natural, where there is the shop. Right there. Okay, no. Not quite where I thought. Rifle production now began. It's very tempting when you have a Naga like this to just go for like mass units and tower rush, I think, but so far... Why is he getting +1 for footmen and breakers and knights when he's massing rifle? Tech on the natural, by the way, instead of the main. Moon probably looking to get a healing scroll. Yeah, he already got that. He's got the Scroll of the Beast as well. It's going to help a lot for the potential fight. Not getting the invuln here. That would have been great. Actually, with an invuln, you might actually be able to chase the Naga and kill it, even under the towers if he has gotten that. Because he's got boots and she doesn't. He's going to go for the Ogre, but it's actually doing a lot of damage to the demon. Healing scroll. TP out of there. Nice! Nicely done here by TH, catching this. Okay, closing in on level 3 now. Okay, I was talking about Tower Rush. Here it is. He gets the Scroll of Protection, the Invuln himself. If Moon had gotten an Invuln, oh my god, it would have been so good for him. What is this? Militia across the map taking out the tree, and he's actually gonna take that out pretty easily here. The Naga first of TH000 somehow pulling through and doing a lot here. Wow. What is this world here that we live in? And then behind this, obviously, he's already got the peasants there. He's gonna tower that base and try and take it. On Echo Eye, if you can secure double expansion, you've done something right, and usually you've won the game as well. One more. Why is he not using the Call of the Beast? We're gonna fight this. It's kinda late now. Everything's dead, healing scroll still available. Moon in a world of trouble right now. I think... okay, second Ancient of War is here. He should just mass Ballistas here. He might just tap out, like Moon is in so much trouble. He doesn't have CR2. These units are very low though. If he's able to kill everything, then he might get one more level, but I mean, realistically, TH is on 2 bases. He can get a second hero super easily. An Archmage with... something like an Archmage with Blizzard here would be ridiculous. And these towers, there's not going to be any stopping the production of those. So he just heals up the Demon Hunter, and I think he's going to want to look to try for one last big engagement into this army here. TH and his mass footmen. What is this absolute madness? Yeah, towers finish. And with that, I think Moon's Hope are starting to very quickly disappear. He's getting defense so late. +1 attack for the rifle, range for the rifle, covering all of his upgrades right now.
A town is under siege.
I think TH realized that expanding like this would be a little bit too silly. He doesn't need to. Like just staying on one expand and preventing him else from expanding is already enough. So he's kind of gonna slow down, not start this, send the peasants home, start working on his wood, which by the way, Moon got way too much wood here. I don't know what's happened with the wisps. He went kind of crazy. Demon Hunter takes so much damage every time he steps forward, and guess what? We're all out of Moonwell
Player's
juice here from
forces are
Moon.
under attack.
It's gonna be the Ancient of War dying here. 63 supply. And he doesn't even need to stop. He can just use regen scroll here, keep pressing forward. When you have this many rifle, Huntresses die really fast, especially when you've got footmen supporting them. So even the footmen themselves are quite trash against Huntresses, the riflemen synergize very well with them. Protection scroll plus healing scroll here being used for Moon to try and take another fight to stay alive in this game, but TH has got way too much. He's pulling back every single recruitman in every one of those games. Beautifully, so many players would just leave those to die here, kinda in the middle of everything. Not TH though, he's just gonna TP out with as many red units as possible. And kills one more Huntress as well, right before this happens. Multiple regen scroll to bring everything back up to full hit points. Here I was thinking that Orc had the good healing souls in this game. Regen scrolls looking totally overpowered here from TH000 when he uses those. I wonder if he went Water Elemental, by the way. Ooh, Invis Potion gonna be forced to be used here. And he bought the dust as well to make sure he could get out, gets the healing scroll. There's just so much that I don't think it will matter. Did he get... Okay, is it Blizzard or is it Water Elemental? Like if you know that your opponent is not yet on tier 2, it can be good to get Water Elemental, and Moon is nowhere near Dryads here. But I haven't seen a single Water Elemental yet. Where are the Arcanes actually? Okay, he's getting just one, so he just plans on Massing Rifle. Another regen scroll now being used. And actually going Pit Lord, I don't hate this because against rifles it's quite good.
A player's forces are under
You
attack.
just rain of fire in the middle of those. And it's very hard. I mean, rifles are very slow units. It's very hard for them to get out of there while the rest of your army is attacking them. Wow, there's just too much. This is so sick. More rifles coming from behind as well. Yeah, this is just a terrible position for Moon to be in. Gets surrounded fully in the middle of the map. He's bringing in the Wisp here to try and get some detonates. He's got too much wood anyway. The healing scroll is gonna hardly hit much. He already was used. There is nothing left, and I think TH000 is gonna advance to the round of 8 with a great win here over Moon. So up next, it's gonna be Happy against Yours.